Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
New developments in the kidnapping of two infant twins from a Livonia motel. 4 people are in custody in connection to this case. But we begin with the weather. Things are calm, but active weather could kick into high gear over the next 24 to 48 hours. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. Brian in for Kim Adams tonight. We look at the timetable. The possibility of some strong to severe thunderstorms for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's right, Devin and Kimberly. Primarily our second wave of thunderstorms that rolls in late tomorrow night. But we could see 3 to possibly 4 rounds of storms on the way over the next 48 hours. So we're going to go ahead and take an early look at clouds and radar here because this will affect the morning commute tomorrow morning with our first round of thunderstorms. I had clouds and radar there, but this kind of headlines it out what we're expecting. Multiple rounds of thunderstorms on the way between Wednesday and Thursday. The first one coming in between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then we do it all through late Thursday night. We've also got the heat index values going anywhere from 97 to 105 degrees on Thursday. Now, there is a little bit of uncertainty because of the situation we're in with these types of thunderstorms, that some of this could be a boom or bust, especially heading into Thursday. We're going to talk about what we could see, the severe weather risk to go with it, and some 70s are on the way as well. Your complete 4-1 forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Back to our other top story now. Livonia police arrest 4 people in connection to the kidnapping of 2 newborn twins in Livonia.
And our Jacqueline Francis talked with the twins' grandmother tonight. She joins us live with more. This family still has a lot of unanswered questions, don't they, Jacqueline?
Devin, that's right. This has been an emotional roller coaster for the entire family. And as you said, there is so much they still don't know, including the identity of the 4 people arrested in connection to the kidnapping. 48 hours after the alleged abduction of newborn twins, and Livonia police say 4 people are now in custody. But we're still waiting to find out who, and so is the family. This is the twins' grandma.
I'm very curious. Me and my son and the mom is very curious, and we want to get to the bottom of this.
Police have yet to release the identity of those arrested, but investigators had been looking for these 2 women caught on surveillance camera in connection to the kidnapping. The family said the incident started when people had reached out to them on a Facebook page for new moms, offering to help with gift cards, diapers, and wipes. They believe those are the same people responsible for the abduction.
This is a new page, a mommy's page, that say they helping you with this and that. They don't have no idea.
Within 12 hours of the Amber Alert going out, the twins were returned to the 9th Precinct of the Detroit Police Department.
Thank God they gave them back to somebody who returned them. But whoever they returned them to take to the police station, I don't believe had nothing to do with it.
2 people were arrested outside the precinct Monday, but have since been cleared and released by police. The question now, who are the 4 people currently behind bars, and what charges could they potentially face?
The parents out there, y'all better be careful seeking out. You need to investigate who you look at help from, because it's dangerous out here. As you can see, this page is stealing people's babies, and they stole my 2 grandkids.
The case has been sent to the prosecutor's office for review. There's one more thing that Grandma wants people to know tonight. She says that there are fraudulent GoFundMe accounts circulating on social media having to do with the twins. She says those are not theirs and to not donate. They're working to get those taken down. Reporting live tonight, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
So much we all want to know. All right, Jacqueline. New tonight at 11, state police make an arrest in the hit and run that killed a 14-year-old boy with autism in Roseville. Crash happened Friday morning on an entrance ramp to I-696. Troopers say a driver was getting onto 696 from Groesbeck around 4 in the morning when the teen was hit. Investigators tell us that same teenager had been reported missing out of Warren a few hours earlier. Troopers were able to find the vehicle in the crash and arrest the driver.
Well, could it be lights, camera, action all over again in Michigan? Another go at bringing film and TV incentives has been introduced in Lansing with at least some bipartisan support. Mara McDonald is live downtown tonight. Mara, the first try with film incentives was, according to a financial analysis done by the state, not a big win for Michigan taxpayers. Well, Kimberly, you're exactly right. Those numbers are pretty rough, and we're going to delve into those momentarily. But first, realize what's being proposed now, it's really a restructuring of what a TV and film incentive could look like here. Take a look. During the height of Michigan's first go-round with film incentives, major Hollywood studio pictures were shot here.
For the SAG-AFTRA members, they were working all the time. From that period, we had the strongest film incentive in the country. Members were working, we were getting auditions every single week.
But the math, at least for Michigan taxpayers, was not great, according to the Senate Fiscal Agency. For example, in 2010, the state paid filmmakers $100 million in incentives, but only realized $60 million in economic impact, with each job created by the incentives costing Michigan taxpayers $186,519.
We're not writing a blank check and hoping that people come and do the work.
Representative Jason Hoskins is one of the sponsors of this new try at film and TV incentives. Instead of writing checks, this would be a transferable tax credit, which would be capped and require defined spending levels by film and TV studios before any credit was received. So far, it's got bipartisan sponsorship in the House, but only Democrats on board in the Senate.
There are so many states, over 40 states and cities, that are doing a program like this. And right now, Michigan is not competing. Those places are eating our lunch and they're taking our talent.
Back here live, what's being proposed as is right now mimics what has been successful so far in Georgia. Representative Hoskins tells me they're still working on the financial analysis. Expect this to get a whole lot of discussion in Lansing this fall. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
And we will continue to follow it. Mara, thank you.
The former mayor of Taylor pleads guilty in a bribery scheme. Rick Sollers pleaded guilty to federal bribery charges as part of a plea deal. Prosecutors say Sollers received cash and home renovations worth more than $40,000. In exchange, investigators say Shady Awad got tax foreclosed properties in Taylor. They say Sollers also used campaign money for his personal benefit. He was mayor of Taylor until losing an election in 2021 while under indictment. Prosecutors and Sollers' lawyer have agreed to recommend a 6-year prison sentence to the judge.
An Ann Arbor hotel could see criminal charges in connection with the 2022 death of a maintenance worker. The Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration slammed the company, which operates the Victory Inn and Suites on Washtenaw Avenue, with 8 citations totaling more than $155,000 in penalties. A 49-year-old hotel employee died after being found in a boiler room suffering from carbon monoxide exposure. Apparently, the company has a history of non-compliance with building codes and is considered a quote-unquote severe violator. The report is being sent to the Michigan Attorney General's office for potential criminal charges.
8 Republicans have qualified for the party's first 2024 presidential primary debate in Milwaukee tomorrow night. To make the first debate stage, the RNC required candidates to draw at least 40,000 individual donors and register at least 1% support in the polls. They were also required to sign a pledge to back the eventual winner of the GOP primary. In the meantime, of course, former President Donald Trump says he is skipping the debate. It also means that Michigander Perry Johnson is not going to be taking part in the debate, and he is going after the RNC because of that.
A deal is in place to end the months-long strike by graduate workers at the University of Michigan. The school has announced a tentative agreement with its graduate employees organization, which has been striking for the past 146 days. The union leadership of the GEO agreed to the deal this morning. It includes 80% raises by the end of the contract, new harassment protections, along with new benefits for parents, international students, and transgender workers. Now 2,300 union members will vote on the deal. The results are expected Friday. Over in East Lansing, today was move-in day at Michigan State University for 11,000 first-year and transfer students. Thousands of parents were also on campus to help see their children off. This is the first move-in day since, of course, last February's deadly shooting on campus. The interim president says safety and security are top priorities. Classes at MSU begin Monday.
The head of Detroit's bus system is stepping down. Mikkel Oglesby's last day is going to be at the end of October following a 3-year tenure with the agency. Detroit Mayor Duggan appointed Michael Staley as the interim director of DDOT. In recent months, DDOT has struggled with a driver shortage, as we've covered, causing routes to be canceled, buses to be late. But the mayor's office says 97% of DDOT's buses have been on time this calendar year.
Rochester Community Schools has a new interim superintendent. John Silveri previously worked as a superintendent of 2 Metro Detroit districts and works as a consultant for the Michigan Leadership Institute. He's taking over 3 weeks after embattled Rochester Community Schools Superintendent Robert Shaner resigned. Back in February of 2022, you may remember Shaner admitted to contacting the employers of parents who were critical of the district on social media.